Matt Ponatoski, Moeller standout and committed to go to the University of Kentucky to play football and baseball. How about just All-American? Because it's legit and it was announced, and we're going to talk about this guy.
I'm going to let the game come to me, not force a decision upon myself when I love baseball just as much as I love football.
It's not about how hard you get hit, it's how many times you can get back up. Like, that's the kid that's going to keep getting back up.
All you need is one team to buy in on you. Like, you don't need all 30 teams to buy in on you. You have to have one team and one group of people that really like you. When those people in that circle tell me to change, I'm going to change. Everybody else, it's going to go in one ear and out the other.
It's really about how can he get better every day, how can he be a good human being, how can he be a good teammate, that kind of thing, and those things are going to go a lot further than your ranking is going to take you.
Like, I'm expecting to play, as a freshman, and I think that's just like a confidence thing. I'm going to have to go earn it.
I'll never get used to having to wake up at 5 a.m. Like, never will. No matter what time I wake up, like, I'm gonna be tired. But like, once I get out here, you kind of just have to kick it on, because if you don't kick it on, then like, you're gonna be in trouble because they're gonna be on you. But I mean, I guess that's just the life of sports. So we're gonna kick it on. The energy in the weight room gets pretty intense, so I'm looking forward to it.
Coach Cole, I made it happen.
Football's like every day. It's kind of repetitive as far as like there's gonna be a lot of throwing. So just getting here a little early to make sure I feel good, make sure the arm feels great, so that it's a long season. So 16 straight weeks of having to throw 4 or 5 days a week. Just try to stay fresh, as much as possible. So just kind of just going through almost like a baseball band routine, just because it works in baseball, so why not carry it over to football? So just a little bit of everything. Just if I can get everything activated, I know I'll be on the field and feeling good.
Yeah, I think it's just being good at communicating, and Coach Gray, our strength coach, is really good about that. I just have to be open to him, and I have to tell him how I'm truly feeling, and not, have an ego and go in there and try to lift real heavy, knowing, I have to go travel the next day and go play a game. So just being really open with him and knowing my body, and I think I've done a good job with that. So just trying to stay fresh and, so I can come out and consistently, feel good and go play at the highest level.
We've got to be so very intentional about each rep, each set that we have. We got to be on point, man. From the intensity that you go into it and under the bar to the intentionality of your setup and structure. You got to sequence really well. As we start to touch heavier loads, that 90, 92 tomorrow, and then next week for lift-a-thon, we've got to be on point. So make sure you sleep, you hydrate, you take care of yourself the right way, so that everything you do here, man, everything is perfect as possible. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Have a great ass day, man. We got two. That's it. Make the most of today. Together. Team on two. 1, 2. Team. Team, boys. Yes, sir. Rock the ribcage up. Punch it, Andrew. Again. Andrew said it. Chest through. Rock the ribs. Punch. Good, man. Control on the way down. Control. Punch. Good job, man. 4, 5, come on. 6. 7, come on! 8, 9, hold at the top! Let's go, fight it! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Yes, sir. 180. outside of 10, we got our focus session, and we'll start right into a warm-up. We'll go a little extended, just get us moving around on the ground. We'll go from there, man. Have a great day. Make the most of this opportunity. We got one tomorrow, man, and it's straight up lift the thumb, boys. Have yourself a great-ass day. Let's go. Team on two, team on two, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
So I do still have a few summer events, and I'm kind of fresh off of some summer events. So just once again, the communication with me and the strength coach, Coach Gray, is just phenomenal. And he kind of, I walk in there and he has kind of a separate plan for me, just especially upper body. You know, I'm not going to bench. I'm going to, like, you know, dumbbell bench or something like that. And then just haven't front squatted a lot. So, you know, went and goblet squatted today. Just something that gets me back into the rhythm of lifting. To be honest, I trust him with, you know, everything in there, and I don't question it because I know he's come from the high level, and that he loves what he does. So he's doing it at a high level. Obviously, you know, he came in, I think last year was like his first year with like the football team, and there's just a different energy in the weight room from, you know, my freshman and sophomore year. Like he gets after it every day, and he's gonna let you know, like, it's not personal, but like he's gonna let you know, and it might not sound nice when he's letting you know, but at the end of the day, like, he wants what's best for you. And I've built a really good relationship with him, and it's been a lot of fun because honestly, like, my first few years, like, I wasn't a weight room guy, and like I didn't like to be in the weight room, and he's made it like very enjoyable for me. And you know, I go in and I want to be around him because of just the person he is and how he pushes me.
Oh, and I'm late.
You know, just lifted. Got after it in the weight room, so, you know, just out here on the field getting stretched out, about to have a good practice, and just stay focused and stack days. It's hard, it's long days and early mornings, so, you know, but it's a lot of fun, so it's definitely a grind, but you like to do it because you're out here with the guys that you love to be around, so it's not really like, you don't think about it too much because you're having a ton of fun. It gets a little chippy out here, especially when we go team. D-line likes to talk a lot, linebackers like to talk a lot. So, good bit of chirping, but it's a lot of fun. So, it's the only way you get after it. We're ultra competitive in everything we do. So. Talking about you, Coach Gray. Literally, this is the most tiring thing we do all day. No, facts. When we have to go sideline to sideline, that always has me gassed. I'm always waiting for him to blow the whistle so I can just stay out there.
So turn around and front it up. Left tackle, left guard. Bojacks, are you ready? Yeah! I said Bojacks, are you ready? Oh yeah! Ready, begin! Ready, begin! F-O-E-L-L-E-R, go, big, go, Get him, kid! That was a great fucking day! Get it, KJ! FCB on me! Bring it, beer! 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's a standard that's at Moeller, and you're expected to live by that standard. And if you don't, you have the right people around you to guide you to get to that standard. And that standard's held by first the coaches, and then it's also the team. We're a team like this group is led by the team. It's not led by the coaches, because groups that need to be led by the coaches, you usually don't have as much success because the buy-in's not as great. But when you can get your guys around you to buy in, that's when you start to have a lot of success. So we live by a standard every day. We practice with a standard every day, and you know, it's kind of just how you live life after that. So this is more than football. It sets you up for life. Football's a long game. Like, you can't get rattled in the first quarter. Just like 2 or 3 more. You can't get rattled in the first quarter. Like, it's a 4-quarter game. That's just kind of how life is. You can't get, upset or something bad happens in your day in the first hour or so. You can't really get too rattled. Like, you don't want to ruin the rest of your day because, one bad thing happened in the morning. So the game is like life. So that's kind of how I treat it. But there's a lot of lessons you can learn. It's kind of hot, so mine's not really thinking too great right now.
As a quarterback, you have to stay calm. And in the batter's box, 7th inning, runners, bases loaded, 2 outs, like it's a big moment. I think it all comes down to like your breathing and how calm you are. So I think it correlates like that. And then just physically, I think it correlates with playing infield and having to throw off balance. I think it shoots over to football like really easily. So hit the arm slots and can be an athlete. Rather than just being like a pocket guy in football. Yeah, the recruiting process was interesting for me just because initially I was a baseball recruit, and I've always been kind of a baseball recruit. And it wasn't until probably 5 months ago, I decided like I'm gonna do both sports. And it kind of just, my thought behind it was I'm gonna let the game come to me, not force a decision upon myself when I love baseball just as much as I love football. So I decided to play football, and there's a few schools that kind of shied away because of the football thing, or vice versa, the baseball. They didn't want to do the 2-sport thing, but Kentucky was super open to it, and Coach Minge runs a great program, and Coach Hamden on the other side with football. I was his guy, and he didn't. There was nothing that was going to waver him away from me. So I had a ton of respect for that, and the 2-sport thing, like I'm just gonna go attack it, and that's what I signed up for. I'm gonna go play 2 sports because that's where my heart is, and I know it's a lot, but once again, I signed up for it, and I'm ready to go.
My time here is almost over, and I have 1 more year, but I want to just be a guy there for him, just because Moeller, I don't want to be good when just when I'm here. I want them to be good 10 years down the road. So if I can be a guy that they love to be around, like when they're upperclassmen, they're going to want to do the same thing. So just setting an example, being a good guy every day.
All right, really good competitive day. Really good competitive day. Awesome. I thought the energy was really, really good. All right, now we got to pick up our level of execution. All right, defense, really good job. Defense, really good job. Offense, we got some guys that need to grow up fast. All right, you need to grow up fast. We had a meeting in the morning, right? We review what we're going to do. Then we come out, we have an assignment period during the focus session. We review what we're going to do, right? We run the exact plays that are a little out of the box, and then we get out on the field and we mess them up. We mess them up, right? Like we talk about building trust. You build that daily through your actions over the course of time, and you build it in drops, you lose it in buckets, right? You build it in drops, you lose it in buckets. Right? The same guys that keep making the same mistakes over and over and over, it's hard to then trust you and put you in the game and then count on you when we're at St. X or we're at Elder, we're at St. Ed's, no matter where it is, and then expect that young man to go make a play, right? You got to build trust every single day through your actions, all right? Every single day, right? And it counts, everything counts at what you do. The way you attack the meeting room, the way you're in the weight room, right? Am I tucking my shirt? If I can't tuck my shirt in, I mean, my gosh, like, come on. I got to be able to trust you to do the little things, all right? So we got to grow up fast. We got to grow up fast, all right? We talked today, I talked to you about, right, when we talked, the podcast I listened to yesterday, right, between Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Jacob represents that struggle, the struggle, right? We're going to fail, we're going to have some good days up and down, but we got to Kaizen and get better. We got to Kaizen and get better, all right? Embrace that struggle. Embrace the hard, embrace the difficult, keep fighting through it and find a way to get better, all right? Now, when I say make a mistake fast, like I mean that, man. I want you to make a mistake full speed. But you got to Kaizen and fix those mistakes, right, when we get back out here the next time. I'm cool with making a mistake as long as we're making that correction right after that, all right? We got to get better. Kaizen mentality, right? That's what we're built on. Kaizen mentality. We're getting a ton of reps out here. It's really hard. It's really competitive. I love it, right? And iron sharpens iron. We always got to remember that. The best thing about us is our competition.
That's why it's a core value for us, right? The best thing for our defense is our offense. The best thing for our offense is our defense, all right? Competing against each other. In the weight room, out here, that is what sharpens us. But remember, we're still always together. So as competitive as it is, once that whistle blows and we get in here, it's that brotherhood together, and it's together and it's us versus everyone else, all right? Remember that. If I made a mistake today, I'm hoping, praying to God that coach calls that exact same play when I'm in, the same look, and I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna nail it. I'm praying to God that happens. Because I'm gonna be like, coach is testing me right now. He thinks I'm gonna mess it. I'm gonna prove him wrong right now. Hell, I'm gonna prove him wrong right now. I'm gonna get that thing right. I'm gonna build trust, and I'm gonna earn another rep, and another rep, and another rep. And then I'm gonna start taking someone else's spot because now I'm rolling, and I got confidence, and I'm attacking this thing, and I'm gonna keep pushing this thing forward. All right, that's gotta be our mindset everywhere. We understand? All right, embrace the struggle, man. All right, we have one more day this week. Let's stack a day. Let's get better. Lift-a-thon on Monday, baby. And then we got pads on. They're popping. They're popping. Then me and Kuzo, we're gonna settle our argument of when we talk smack to each other. Yeah. All right, we got it. All right, take a break. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Friday nights are super fun. Like, we're gonna get into fall, and you know, Moeller packs out a stadium every week, so that's a lot of fun. But at the same time, you know, playing the travel baseball and school baseball, there's also an energy, and I think Moeller does a great job. Like, we play with a different energy than a lot of schools, and the standard at Moeller is just different. So my mom and dad both played college sports. My dad played college baseball, my mom played college softball. So baseball is kind of like from the jump, like 2-3 years old, hitting off the tee with a bat, and that's kind of always been there. And then I had a nickname when I was younger. I was Maniac Matt, just because I was like super crazy. So my parents just threw me in football because that was a way for, you know, it was either, you know, take it out on my siblings and run around crazy around the house, or, you know, after 2 hours of football and you're hitting everybody, you're gonna come back and be tired. So once I started, I kind of just fell in love with both of them, and I haven't really wavered from that. I think there's just a love for the game that not a lot of people have, and that's why I chose to do both, because like I'm super passionate about one, and that wasn't enough for me. I'm super passionate about the other. So until the game tells me where to go, like, I'm gonna stick to both, and I'm gonna give it 100%.
Matt Ponatoski back in my studio. Of course, Moeller standout and committed to go to the University of Kentucky to play football and baseball. Following you today, we're going to talk about that. Coming up next, you got camera guy in here. Is this your life now? Youth prospects? You just like, do you have an entourage I need to know about too? Eventually?
No. It's just, you know,
I'm messing with you.
They came around, and you can't turn down youth prospects.
No, youth prospects, it's really cool, the work that they do, and following guys who are prospects. And Matt is as genuine as it gets, so in no way am I painting him a picture like he's got to have an entourage in this studio. It's just him, and that's the coolest part about him. I might get him to sing some Adele again before he leaves here.
Maybe.
John and Friends, more with Matt Ponatoski on the way home. Cincinnati's #1 music station, Kiss 107.1, John and Friends. Well, Wellness Wednesday, this is kind of impromptu to have Matt Ponatoski back in this studio, and I'll keep the door open for him. Such a great guy, and doing his thing, again, getting to the University of Kentucky to play baseball and football. We were talking about him on Monday, now talking about the fact that he's All-American and playing in that All-American game, and, of course, the Moeller standout, and he's only 4 or 5 minutes away, so I'm like, dude, come to the studio anytime you want. He's got Youth Prospect in here following him and documenting his day today. So I said, back in studio. I do want to talk wellness with you, though, all seriousness, because on my show I have something today known as Wellness Wednesdays, powered by our friends at Hawksworth. Your approach to wellness is, we were just talking about your diet.
Yeah.
It's like you're living it up right now. As you, I'm like, for example, what are you getting? You said you do a lot of fast food to fuel you up.
Yeah, I think, you know, my family's kind of always on the run, so it's kind of like get it on your own. I think I could probably learn how to cook, but I don't know if my parents fully like trust me with the cooking thing yet. So I can make some basic things. You know, I can make like breakfast food, but I don't know if they're like sold on me like making some like grilled chicken. So I'll hit up like the Panda Express, and like I naturally eat pretty healthy, and like if I go to like Panda Express, it's white rice and grilled chicken, and
but you eat very basic, what you said. Like you said you'll get a quesadilla at Chipotle. Like, and that's it, just very basic chicken quesadilla?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not like big into like like I like certain vegetables. Like I'm like an asparagus, green bean, but like salad and like lettuce, like I'd rather go without. Like give me the protein and
all chicken,
let me get
all
what
day.
I need, and I'm good.
When for your games, let's go to your recovery on your games and stuff. When you're taking hits and everything, are you doing ice baths? Because now cold plunges are very popular now.
Yeah. Sadly, a few times a year, but I do a lot of cryotherapy,
Okay.
which is kind of like the same thing. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's like negative in like the negative like 100 degrees.
Does it
and
work?
Like I feel like a totally different human being coming out of it, and I do a lot of cupping and scraping and stuff like that to get like blood flow moving. And
You guys do
get the
cupping in high school?
Yeah.
No kidding.
yeah, I love it. I've
I'm
been doing
sure
it
you
for a
do.
minute
I mean,
now.
that's amazing that is, that's so cool that's accessible and that, I mean, this is the cool things that these are available to us now and to student athletes that wasn't there, whatever, 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that you're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, like our trainer is, he's close to being able to do like dry needling. So I don't know if I'll try that out. Kind of not a big fan of needles, but I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, let's get another picture, man. Gotta take care of my headphone hair. I better.
All right, zoom out. 1, 2. I'm probably just gonna have a library of these with you. I'm serious. I'm gonna piss off so many other. They're gonna be like, "What's just like your love fest with Matt?" I'm like, "Well, he's good. He's great at what he does." So, dude, thanks again, man.
Thank you. I
Appreciate you.
it.
I'm Mark Fowler. I'm a hitting instructor and strength and conditioning coach. And I've been coaching Matt. I coached him when he was 13, 14, 15, and just been around, working with a lot of guys that work with him and coach him. So known him for a while. Probably one of the best kids that I've personally seen grow up and play the game. Even when he was smaller, he was probably the best guy on our team, like fearless guy that would go up there against anybody in the country and put up a good at bat and probably win that at bat. And I think the coolest thing is to see him, like when people constantly doubted if he was going to be able to play the shortstop position, like he just kept working. And he was the most humble about it. Like he's never been a guy to like big league anybody or have an ego. Like he's a team guy, so he goes out there and he'll just play. Like he would just play the position, and he would scrap away. And I think the coolest thing is just to see the success and see him get bigger. I know he's worried about getting faster when he was younger, and just to see everything that he talked about when he was like 13, 14 start to come to fruition at 8, 17, 18, and just his opportunities that go ahead. Like that's the coolest part, is just to be able to see him. Like I'm gonna be one of the people that's super happy when I see him in the big leagues and he's getting his first All-Star game. I'm gonna be like, hey, I remember when that kid was counted out. And I mean, that's the coolest part about seeing him grow up. You want front toss or you want to go straight to beeps?
Yeah, I'll do front.
All right.
I'm usually not, I don't really like the tee too much. Like
Yeah.
the tee, I've never liked not hitting a ball that's moving.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know, when am I gonna do that in the game?
Yeah.
I wish I could.
No, I never liked the tee. I would do like maybe 10 pitches just to see like basically what you did. Just get a feel, and then I need the ball to start moving.
Yeah. That's like, it's almost probably bad that I say it, but like it's like more to get my back warmed up.
Yeah. No, hey. I mean, it's true though, because the tee's got to be yours. Like you got to use I always
feel the barrel and then just get it warmed up. And
yeah. Because I always hate it when people are like, oh, you got to have a tee routine. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You do not have to have a tee routine.
I'm more work on my stuff when this stuff comes. So I've been, to get that feeling of not closing myself off, starting here for the first few, just to feel the path, and then being good directionally still.
Okay. Oh. And let me know if you want it firmer, softer.
No, it's good.
All right. There you go. That's good feels. There you go.
For me, I feel like it's like getting good positions to hit, and then just if I do that, like I feel like I don't have to worry about hitting too much. I feel like my barrel accuracy is just naturally good enough. Like if I get into the right position, only time I ever get in trouble is when like Velo, so I feel like I need to do more instead of just like turn.
Yeah. And see that, but that's normal though. Like that's normal because like that's the natural feel. Is like I got to get up to it and then leaves you open for the breaking ball. But this is a good adjustment to stay in there. Yeah, attaboy. There you go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Yeah. Because you can see the difference in like the length of your finish too. Because you like, and that adjustment right there, like it takes care of that two seam and that cutter that runs in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the adjustability is a ton. Like compared to you have no room to adjust. Now you have more time to do stuff within your swing.
There we go. So are you done for the summer? Like
no, I have ECP, East Coast Pro. I have that July 31st to August 4th. So that's like a big event. And then I just got picked for All-American, Perfect Game All-American games today.
Hey, congrats.
So that's August 15th through the 18th or 14th through the 18th.
Okay.
But I mean, it's only one game. They just have like a bunch of stuff leading up to it.
Yeah, got to go through your showcases and stuff. So do you do area code too?
No, so area code is like too close to, it was gonna be, it's like August something through the 11th.
Yeah.
And that was like too late for me because like ECP is kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going, like I didn't know if I was gonna get picked for All-American games. Yeah. So I ended up, and I feel like I have to go to that. Like, it's like a big thing. So, I mean, I'll probably have to skip a day or two of practice, which is not ideal, so close to the season, but you also don't get opportunities like that every single day, so.
So you gotta take those opportunities. You can't pass that up.
So, it'll be cool. I mean, I'm sure, and like our football coach, like, he's pretty cool about like, you have an opportunity like that, like, go do it.
Yeah.
But I would also understand the frustration.
Oh yeah, but if anybody knows the offense, it's you. It's not like
I'm third year in the.
Yeah,
like I had a
like
different
you're
coach
go
my
there.
freshman year, but I'm 3 years into the system.
Yes, sir. Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I swung it really good yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
I can tell you, like you look good. Like you can see like, and you can feel it. That's the best part about making adjustments is when you take that first swing and then you can feel it, like you can snap back into it. Cause like I've been pretty much peppering inside, and that's like the first ball that I've like kind of pushed to the outside part of the plate, and it was just through and on. So that was, hey.
I know if I can be directionally right while not closing myself off.
Oh yeah.
Just so I can like open the hips to do what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Felt right. It feels right.
Oh yeah. No, it looks good. Like, even when you watch it, like you watch it back, you'll see it like from swing number one and then the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that's what I feel like I need to find out from the start, because you don't get that swing back in the game.
Yeah.
Like so.
I think that'll come in your feel too. Like as you start to like transition to being like here, it just comes in the feel. And that first open round, because I like those rounds. Like that's one of my like favorite rounds of just standing here and just seeing like if I can connect to the back hip from there and then see that ball kind of still backspin through.
Yeah.
But that'll come in the feel, especially as you keep like working with that adjustment. That's good. There you go.
If it's heavy and it's elevated, I can get away with heavy and low, but
Heavy and
elevated is asking me for me to ground out.
Oh, yeah. There. Attaboy. There we go. I gotcha. Yeah, attaboy.
Yeah.
Better stay through that one. There, good job.
Yeah.
There.
See, like I got jammed on the one before, and then like that's barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got 2, probably 1.
Oh,
All right, I like it, but I can do better.
yeah. No, no, no. That's too far in. that's too far. That's got to be 2 or 3
Restart.
balls in. We got one more quality. There.
Feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like during this time, it's pretty much every day just because kind of still in like the summer ball thing. But once I get to football, last year it was 2 times a week and kind of all the way through the season. I was like, and it's 3 or 4 days a week if I feel healthy that week. If I didn't get hit a lot the previous week, I can take more swings. But it's always 2 times a week. And then once football kind of ends, I'll take like kind of a week off from all sports. Like I'll still find myself hitting because like that's just kind of what I love to do. But then after that, you get after it 6-7 days out of the week in the winter, and that's kind of what you do leading up to the season. So the football season, it's still a good amount of hitting as long as I feel good. I mean, honestly, like throwing the football is all I do. Like I'll throw a few plyos, like kind of just before I throw, and that's just because sometimes you don't have access to a football. But at PG National, I did have access to a football, so my warm-up was throwing the football and then just getting out and throwing the baseball, and that was cool. Like I knew like I was kind of gonna throw hard. I didn't throw the baseball for probably 2 weeks leading up to that, or a week and a half leading up to that. So it was a bunch of throwing the football, and I could just tell during warm-ups, like I felt pretty good. If you would have told me 101, I would have said you're crazy. I was thinking more like 98, 99. But let the one up the middle go, and I promise I didn't shuffle too many times. Like the kid was gonna be out if it was a routine ground ball, but it was actually super surprising, just because like seeing like triple digits, like you're like that's kind of insane. But finding out I was a PG All-American was really cool, just because like that's what you dream of as a kid. There's a few things you dream of, and that's one of them. Like that personally on my bucket list. Like every big name that's in the MLB right now, the Corbin Carrolls, there's a bunch of big names. Like they all went to that event and they got invited to that event. So to be considered in one of those top players is just it's a blessing, and it's just making me realize like how thankful I am for the opportunities that I've been getting. But also it's like the work that nobody sees like is paying off. So it's a good feeling just to know that you're on the right path. 2:30, we might be able to run home for a little second, and then we're gonna do some pickleball, and then after pickleball we got to work out with like my private trainer that I've been working with since I was like 9 years old, after the ACL, after went through some stuff. So he's been a big part of my life, and that's a workout that you won't want to move after. That's why I put it last in the day, because after that, like I don't want to do anything. So we'll get after it tonight when we go to that.
All right, so Mom was feeling rambunctious and set this all up, but just got some cleats, got those from Elite 11, 513 Customs, did the LVs. They did another pair too that I wore during practice today, and then got some Gatorade Player of the Year stuff. I don't really know who made the little face of me. I don't really
it's not my favorite picture of me, but. And then the picture right here, Jordan Marshall, who's at Michigan right now. He won Mr. Ohio his senior year, 2023. And then I guess that wasn't enough for Moeller, so I just came back in the next year and won Mr. Ohio for football in 2024. And then in 2022, he won Gatorade Player of the Year. So then 2024, I won Gatorade Player of the Year. So got that little picture frame that my cousin made me. So that was pretty cool. We got another one actually that's, I think, in his dorm that we both signed. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, and then over there, just what is this? One Vice's Pro Day at Elite 11. That was like, Elite 11 was something in football that I like wanted to win. Or not, I did want to win, but I just wanted to make it just because like that was like, ever since I was like a little guy, just started football, like I was like, I want to be on the Elite 11. So to be, you know, in that, be around those big guys, got to meet Jared Goff, Kate Klubnik. That was really cool. And then to be able to win in an event, you know, they have like 3 like big events. It's like the rail shot, the accuracy, and then the pro day. And I won the pro day, so that was pretty cool. What are these? Gatorade Player of the Year in football, and then Gatorade Player of the Year in baseball. So that one just came in not too long ago. And then, you know, just a bunch of other GCL Player of the Year, La Rosa's Player of the Year. It was a good year this past year, so gonna be hard to top it, but you know, might as well. And then my school made me this. This was like what I received on the Mr. Ohio thing. It's, you know, Southwest Player of the Year, Division I Player of the Year. And then Perfect Game Select Fest, that was a big one for me also in baseball. 14U, played pretty good that year. So that was exciting. So to be 14U, and then like the next thing that Perfect Game has, the All-American Games, being able to be selected for that was, you know, pretty cool. So bring home some more hardware soon with that. Start with these LV cleats. I've worn them a little bit, so they're kind of not fading, but they're just kind of used. But 5-on-3 Customs, he always gets me right. He's gonna making a few more pairs during the season probably, so these are always like a go-to. Like, can wear these with pretty much everything. I could wear these. This would look pretty good with this outfit right now, but I don't know. Does this look like me? I guess this was a little baby picture. We'll hide that. And then these two, got these from Elite 11, the Shadors, and then the new like Nike Air Zooms. These are actually pretty comfortable, but might try those out in the game. This is me and Jordan, back-to-back Player of the Years, Mr. Football. So got to this picture's pretty cool. We both signed one of these. So, and then this was what they gave me for like making the Elite 11 finals. So this is pretty cool. This is like very recent. So yeah, just a couple of cool things. I'm not like big on like, I guess, pictures on like cool stuff, but you know, I think it's also something that I do want to have, because you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh, like that was cool. Like, so there's just a few things that, you know, it's more my mom keeps them. If I didn't have, you know, my mom keeping stuff, then I'd probably have none of this. I'd probably have the cleats. That's about it. So, you know, you can thank her for, you know, being a top tier mom and keeping all that stuff. But yeah, I probably have a lot more things that I just don't know where they're at. Kind of just get stuff and throw it to the side these days, because stuff's coming in kind of fast. But yeah, cleanest our house has ever been. All right, so if you can't tell, I like to, you know, play baseball a little bit. I've collected a good amount of bats. I actually don't use almost all of these. I use this one. This is a Pro Wood with I've gotten to like the cone handle, so it's kind of like not even a handle. I hold the bat off the end a lot, so it kind of helps to where on like a normal bat like this, like your hand, like I have a blister right here because the bat I'm using right now has a handle, so it causes, it's just more, it's a comfort thing to me. It doesn't really do a lot, but I use this bat. I use this bat, the Mark Lumber, I think it's a Canadian company. And then besides that, hit me up because I don't use any of these bats. I've gotten a good collection and I've used most of them, but I mean, there's a few cool ones in here. Like, got a brand new Green Zen. Like, anybody wants to hit me up? Like, this is the OG. I wish I could just take a few swings with this, but make you feel like a better hitter, even though, you know, it'll probably just boost your stats by 20 miles per hour. Here's a few cool bats. Like, this is like a custom like Wow Factor bat. Never used this before. Got the little sprinkles like donut bat by 44 with the, you know, you got your little deck of cards there. Popsicle handle. I mean, and then a lot of these bats just, this is my baby. This is like, so shot in, I was facing, I think it was at PBR, last tournament of the year last year. I was facing like 94, 95 from this sophomore. He's a 27 at Futures Games. And I was like, all right, it's my last at bat. Knew it was my last at bat. And I was like, all right, I'm going to cheat on a fastball. Guys, don't cheat on a fastball because that's how this happens. He throws you a changeup and you hit it off the cap. And, well, safe to say I had to find a new bat for this past season. But I'm coming back to this for my senior season. Gonna get this in a 33.5 and had a lot of success. So this is like my favorite. The orange one is my favorite BV core I've used, honestly, like ever. Just like the swing weight, the barrel's humongous. This past season I swung a Easton Mav 1, and honestly it was great, but and the swing weight was good, but I just didn't think it had, you know, as big of a barrel, as much juice as this has. So the rest of my wood bats are in my car. I have like 3 or 4 of them in there, but you know, I had to collect. And then the gloves, these just a lot of custom 44s. Like on the palm, it says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And then this is more like kind of a calm glove. I don't like to get too flashy. I have a few that are kind of out there, but don't really use this a ton. This is not a custom, but I like the feel of this 44, just like the leather. This is the new purchase, the Wilson Savannah Bananas glove. This is the leather on this feels like fantastic, and it's like the super skin. This is kind of like, this will be my gamer probably next year if I break it in right. And then, I mean, light blue, can't go wrong. Custom light blue, perfect. This is the glove I got for Select Fest, my 14th year. You know, Bible verse, name on the PG stamp. So this is the pitching glove right now, just mint green. Thought it looked cool. And then this was like first like serious glove, A2000, 11.25. This was like, started to take baseball serious. I mean, if you can tell, I broke it in terrible. Like the I don't look like an infielder, but. And then this is the gamer right now. This is since 13U. I've been using this, so it's kind of worn down. I'll probably use this to start the season until this one gets, you know, nice and broken in. But I mean, that's kind of the rundown of some of the stuff I have. I have way too much stuff, so. Hit me up, please.
Like, I'm expecting to play, you know, as a freshman, and I think that's just like a confidence thing. I'm gonna have to go earn it, but I expect to go play as a freshman, and I think that's kind of what they expect too. On the football side, it's kind of hard to tell. I think they're, like, I was their guy, like, that they wanted, and, you know, I think they have a guy that Next year is like planned to start, but you know, I think if he doesn't, you know, perform to their expectation, like I'm gonna know the playbook before I get there, and I won't be an early enrollee, so it'll be kind of hard to play, you know, week 1. But you know, by week 3 or 4, if you know their guy's not getting it done, like, you know, I'd fully expect to be that number 2 that goes in there and competes for the job. So I'm not shying away from any competition, or I'm not, you know, expecting to go sit for 2 years. Like, I'm going in to compete, and I think that's just the competitive edge I have. I don't, you know, if I don't end up playing, like, it's a process, and I'm, you know, willing to go through the process of, you know, growing as a player, and then, you know, once I get my opportunity, running with it. But my confidence is I'm going to go in and I'm going to go play. Like, I'm a competitor. I think it comes down to I like to compete, and, you know, I don't like to lose. So I'm a humble winner and, you know, a motivated loser. That's how I like to put it. Yeah. We're going to play pickleball. I mean, I'm going to just throw it out there. If, you know, if anybody wants to come, my pickleball partner, I'm actually going to be playing against them today, but it won't be too competitive today. But if me and my pickleball partner, Connor Kuzo, like, if anybody wants the smoke, like, come see us. We'll pull up anywhere. To be honest with you, like, we could give, if the USA team for pickleball, like, wants to run for their money, I think we could give it to them. So we get pretty competitive. We've gotten pretty good at it. Like, I watch YouTube videos on pickleball, so like, it's become like my third sport. I thought my third sport was probably gonna be like basketball or something like that. It's pickleball. Pickleball, spike ball, like, I'm all into that. Like, it's super, like, it's something, like, people are like, well, what do you do, like, when you're not playing sports? Like, I'm playing another sport. I've fallen in love with pickleball. I've been doing it for 2-3 summers now. Kind of just, I don't know. And every time I get free time, like last night, did it for 2-3 hours after practice. Kind of whenever I get free time, whenever people are also free, is I'm out there whenever I can.
I can't crash out. That's the level you need to get to, Kuz. That is aura. Y'all. Get there! Get there, too! No. Attack their weakness. Got you! This means I'm out of shape, I'm tired. Hit it. Not that way. That was low-key a double. He threw that. There we go. Come on, this is where we make our move, right here. Tape measure, please. See, that's yours. Oh. Hit it. Oh, home run. It's a work in progress. She clearly doesn't play that much, so. Can we let her catch a vibe before we hit? Coaching lesson. The ball's coming down and your paddle's like this, where's it going? He willingly went by himself to go get a pumpkin iced, like, yeah. I'm supposed to carry, but I'm not allowed to be in her square, so. Somehow, we're gonna play 1 point and they're gonna be winning somehow. You're winning? All right, whatever. Cheaters. Ah. Did we just lose again? All right, I quit. Good job, you guys are better. We've come up with this theory. Well, he basically only does it, but we call it a major league at bat. Do you want to explain what a major league at bat is?
Yeah, so basically 0-0, you're sitting fastball, trying to hit a homer, and if he throws a curveball, you swing and miss. So then you go 0-1, and then if he throws you another curveball, you swing and miss. But if he throws your fastball, you another home run. And then when you get 0-2, you think to yourself, all right, we're gonna just shorten it up, put it in play. And then right before the pitch comes, you try to hit another home run. And if he throws you a curveball, you swing and miss. But if he throws you a fastball, it's a home run.
So basically, Connor's a home run or a strikeout. Me, on the other hand, I actually shorten up, but that's why he hits home runs and I hit singles. And then we also have another, the other one is you can only hit one bomb in a day. So if you bomb a test, you aren't eligible to hit a bomb in the game. So Connor likes to cheat in school so he can So he's eligible to hit a home run.
Never cheated on a test.
I won't say I've never cheated on a test because I'd be a liar, but I don't cheat on tests anymore. Just naturally smart. But those are our two baseball strategies. Connor lives by it more than I do, but
Sometimes you accidentally hit the curveball over the fence too, but
that's like a once in a 100 thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's all we had. Sorry.
So my name's Becky. I'm Matt's mom. My husband is actually in California. His name's Ryan, with our two daughters, Kendall and Ellie. Kendall's 15 and Ellie's 12, and Kendall's got a softball tournament out there. So I'm holding down the fort and keeping Matt in line for now. He didn't have a choice. Like, we were gonna make sure he loves sports like Ryan and I do. And yeah, once he was able to stand, like, we, he had a bat in his hand and was, hitting the ball and running around the living room, and that's every single day. That's all he wanted to do was hit the baseball. He had just turned 3 years old, maybe like a few weeks before, and we had Kendall, who's our middle daughter. She was just maybe like 3 or 4 months old, so she's a baby. And I think it might have been like Super Bowl Sunday or some weekend where we were kind of having a gathering at my parents' house, and a bunch of the kids were in the basement of my mom's house playing around and everything, and there was this old exercise bike down in the basement. And an older kid was riding it, and Matt, being a curious little toddler, stuck his finger in it, and it chopped his finger off. And I remember my 4-year-old nephew. So I'm holding my little baby upstairs, and my 4-year-old nephew comes up and goes, "Matt's hurt," and I'm like, and I look down, and he's covered in blood, and he's going like this, and he's barely crying. He's not even like screaming or going crazy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's missing his finger. He likes football, the action of football, the best. I think he's always been, told he's a higher baseball prospect. And so, but it's like no matter what he's playing, he absolutely loves it. Like, you can see that in how he plays. You can see that in how he is as a teammate, how he is as a leader. So, it's hard to tell. Like, I think, just seeing him out at the Elite 11 in football, I'm like, hey, he's up here with these other guys, because I think maybe he didn't feel like he belonged, before. And sometimes it's because of you're 6'2" versus 6'3" or 4 as a quarterback, and or you don't do it. You don't go to all these camps all the time and have a trainer and everything else. And so I think it's definitely a hard one. I think he's so very close in both of them. I just hope he continues on the growth trajectory that he's on, because he continues to do great things, and I think, again, it's because he's focusing on the right things. And so for me, I just want him, obviously, as my kid, to just be happy, right? And so whether that's through the relationships that he makes along the way, I think he's great at building relationships and being able to communicate with people, and I just love that about him, that he makes the people in the room feel good about themselves. And I think that's a really important thing, is having the position that you're in and the success that you've had. And so really, it's like, I want to see him be happy and whatever he does, right? I mean, obviously, I'd love to see him make it to one of the leagues. That would be amazing, right? Like, it'd be a dream come true. But if he doesn't, that's okay too, as long as, like I said, he did everything he could to be his best and be a good person.
We just got done with a workout at Rise Fit. Coach DP, been with him since I was 9. Right after, I tore my ACL, so he kind of got me in shape, got me back to where I needed to be, and then, from there we kind of just, that's work. I mean, there's a ton of college guys in there. Like, you ask them, it's harder than their college workouts. So he really prepares you for the next level. He's, super high level, been doing it for a long time. So built a great relationship with him, and I mean, I'll be with him for, as long as I'm playing sports. But the rest of the night is just, chill out, relax, get some food in me, hydrate, because tomorrow I got to go do the same thing. You know, it's football at 6:30, get up about 5:15 and, you know, have to go. So I think becoming a better person is probably the biggest thing, just because, you know, life isn't about sports, it's more than that. And then I guess with sports, it's just, you know, strive for something greater than, you know, myself. You know, the accolades are great, but I want a state championship and haven't gotten one of those yet. So I think the accolades come with the state championship. So as long as I win a state championship, I'm gonna like, you know, the results that come with it. You know, once results, you know, start to come, be where your feet are. You're not bigger than your program. You're not bigger than, you know, your teammates. Like, be where your feet are, be a good teammate. And everything kind of comes with it. You know, you need your team to be good. Like, you can't single-handedly, especially in football, you can't be good without your team. So everybody's got a different path, and I think my path's unique, and I think that's what kind of makes me different, and I enjoy being different. Like, I think some people like are shy away, or, you know, maybe not like me because I'm, you know, I do things in a different way, but I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's why I can have so much success, is because I got my head down,